Have you ever wanted to have your text or camera shake or float in After Effects? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how easy it is to do this, so let's waste no more time and get straight into the video.
What will you do if I am infected? Cure me?
Starting us off, I'm going to first show you how to do text. So when I load up my After Effects, I'm going to come down, right click, new, select text. I'm going to write my name. Now I'm going to come down to click on the layer, click S for scale and resize it. Come to the side and scroll down and click on the align tool for the text to now be in the middle, and then turn this into a composition, Control Shift C. Now I'm going to scroll up to the effects panel, type in wiggle, go to wiggle dash position and drag it into the effects controls. Where it shows wiggle speed and amount, this is where you'll be making most of your adjustments. So for example, if I leave it on default, my text will be floating around like this. But let's say I want to switch things up and change the wiggle speed to 10 and the wiggle amount to 30, my text will change and it will have the shaky earthquake movement looking like this. And just for a quick example, so you have a better idea on adjusting the settings, if I switch up on having my wiggle speed back to 1 and have my wiggle amount on 100, I get this more well-rounded flow effect crossing around my screen. And the last thing I'm going to point out before I head over to camera is when you come to this composition and add stuff, for example, I'll click on the layer, move the timeline up a little bit, split it, Control Shift D, and I'm going to add an extra word, alert. When I come back to the original comp, everything stays floating even when the text switches. But I'm pretty sure now you get the point, so I'm going to switch over to camera where things are very similar, just an extra step or two, and even give you a free preset to use. I do already have my footage, but if you're curious how I got here, I just downloaded a YouTube video, scrolled until I found a scene I like, split it off, Control Shift D, delete the other layers around it, and pre-comp it, Control Shift C. But anyways, we won't be using this one because I already have this other one prepared, and this is what it looks like with no wiggle effect. So first I'm going to click on the layer, go to effects panel, type in motion tile, drag it onto the layer, and it should appear in your effects controls. In the effects controls, I'm going to change the output width to 150, the output height to 150, and very important, make sure to check mark to where it says show mirror edges. Next I'm going to go back to the effects panel, type in wiggle, and drag in wiggle position into the effects controls. Now I'm going to add a transform wiggle preset. To do this, I'm going to go to position, hold alt, and double click the stopwatch. Now all I'm going to do is Control V, paste in this text into the little box. It will be in the description for you to copy it, and when I play the timeline this time, I have a floating camera effect. And let's say I want to change things up just like the text, I'll input the wiggle speed to 10, set wiggle amount to 30, and now when I play the timeline, it looks like he's in an underwater earthquake. And just for your curiosity, we'll switch it one more time. If I put the wiggle speed to 1 and put the wiggle amount to something like 60 and play the timeline, you can see he is now floating again. Anyways, that about wraps things up on making your text or camera shake or float. If you would like to learn how to morph anything in After Effects, watch this next video. Remember to like and subscribe, and remember, I am Ferg, and I'll see you in the next one.